Hi there, I'm Siobhán Fletcher, one of the journalists up at Manx Radio. Welcome to this latest newscast. Have you noticed a delay when sending or receiving post lately? It's something some local businesses have flagged as an issue, particularly since the Royal Mail post plane was scrapped on the 16th of October. Stefanie Kerwin runs Aurora Wellness with her husband Paul. She says the delays are greatly impacting her business and has cited one instance where a parcel took 5 days to get from Onchan to Peel. I caught up with her about her concerns.
Well, first of all, just to say, we love our posties very, very much. They provide an amazing service. So this is not a complaint against the posties. It's not their fault. But we actually order products from the UK that come to the Isle of Man. We then hold them here. And then our clients that either see us in face-to-face in person, or lots of people order things from us online as well, and then we actually redistribute them. So we've actually got a two-way system. We've got stuff coming in, we're importing and exporting. And what we're finding is the time delays on actually getting things from the UK to us here in the island and then back again. But it's not just that. It's actually the local post. It took a week to get a parcel to Peel last week. And this is causing us substantial issues and delays and cash flow problems. We've actually had to spend thousands more increasing our stock, because it's not just, about giving good customer service. We have people that are, very reliant on some of the natural medicines that we help to support their health. And then we've also got the complexity of, Christmas and the season and the busyness that the post office have to manage with that as well. So we're just very concerned that in the last month, things seem to have decreased significantly. And reaching out on social media just to my friends saying, is this just us? Has anybody else noticed this? And I was absolutely alarmed at how things have changed. It does seem to be since we've lost our postal plane.
Like you say, you're not the only business who sort of raised this complaint. You've had similar comments from some of your friends then.
Absolutely. And I reached out to my lovely MHK, Daphne Kane, last night, who said that it wasn't that she'd received other complaints and she would definitely be bringing this up with Stu Peters and, at a government level. And a lot of people had said to me that they'd complained to their MHKs as well. I'm just alarmed at how big a scale the problem has come in such a short space of time and how massively it's impacting local business.
How are you feeling ahead of that Christmas period then? Are you taking into account that there's already an added delay in there?
Extremely nervous. Yes, we're very nervous. I've had to have an urgent meeting with my husband, who's my business partner. We've had to actually invest, a lot of money into looking ahead and thinking, right, well, if we can't rely on orders arriving within 2 or 3 days, we're going to have to, manage that by keeping bigger amounts of stock. So I had to take money from, personal savings to actually be able to send orders and then actually pay couriers, because we're so concerned that we won't be able to get people's products in time. We're going on holiday as well for Christmas. So we want to make sure that all our clients have got everything that they need in this, time of year. A lot of people are planning ahead and ordering things. And it's a massive concern. It's also creating a massive amount of admin, because every day people are messaging me saying, well, where's my order? And that's how it first came about, because suddenly, never had many complaints like that before, or inquiries saying, where's my order? But at the moment, I'm dealing with, 6 to 10 a day messages. It's just creating an awful lot of admin and a big concern all round.
Well, as Steph mentioned there, she's voiced her concerns to her MHK. Daphne Kane came up to the studio to speak to me.
Yes, I've had a few complaints about the time mail is taking to be delivered, particularly coming from the UK, but also, as you know, on the island, short journeys. And I've written to the chair of the post office. I have a response from the chief executive, which doesn't really acknowledge that there is an issue since they gave up having the mail plane in October. But I think there definitely is. I also heard from a second business today who told me that routinely now it's a week, where it used to be 2 or maybe 3 days. It's at least a week.
And obviously this as well, this delay has come in ahead of Christmas as well. This is we all kind of expect, don't we, when you're ordering Christmas presents from anywhere else, you do it quite far in advance, because we are a little island and it does take a little while. Are there concerns then that this delay has come in before that Christmas period?
Well, it's unfortunate it's happening whenever. I suppose there's a big incentive, an extra incentive now to buy local, And obviously that's what people try to do if we can at all, especially in Laxey. You've got amazing, wonderful shops around Laxey, from Woolen Mills to Wynn Boutique and Ginger Giraffe, just to name but a few. The offering in Laxey and actually Ramsey is fantastic, but there are some items, particularly the retail supplies themselves, are struggling to get on time when they've, coming up to their busiest retail period. And I suppose for members of the public as well, it's just worth bearing in mind the postal delivery times. So I don't know if it's because the ferry has had some disruption recently. There seems to be more of a processing delay, and I think the response from the post office doesn't really acknowledge that there is one, just says that, if you do want to have a next day delivery, that service is still available.
Mm-hmm. And that statement, we have that in full as well, and it'll be voiced by my colleague Beth within this report. I mean, like you say, that statement doesn't really acknowledge anything. Is this an issue you're going to press a little bit with the post office maybe, or do you think we need to see whether it's a widespread issue?
Well, I would say when this report goes out, we will soon hear back from members of the public and other retailers potentially if it's impacting on their business too. And I would encourage any constituents who are struggling as a result of this, please get in touch with me, and then I can take it up with Mr. Peters as the post office chair and the senior management.
And Daphne mentioned a statement there from the Isle of Man Post Office. We've got that in full too. It's from Simon Neen, the Chief Executive Officer. It's voiced here by my colleague Beth.
Since Royal Mail's dedicated mail aircraft was withdrawn on the 13th of October, mail has been delivered to and dispatched from the island via existing ferry and road arrangements. Our operation has adapted to this change to ensure minimal disruption to our customers. Inbound mail arrives on the island, is processed by our late shift and delivered the following morning. Outbound mail is collected and processed ready for dispatch into Royal Mail's delivery network the next morning. Our website has a dedicated track and trace system, enabling customers to check the status of their inbound and outbound items, and our dedicated customer service teams also on hand to provide information and support. Where urgency is key, Isle of Man Post Office continues to offer a guaranteed next day service to the UK, and that's available to both businesses and residential customers through our public counter at Postal headquarters. As we approach the busiest time of the year, we appreciate the patience and understanding of our customers. We encourage everyone to plan ahead and take advantage of early ordering and posting to ensure timely deliveries during this festive season. Thank you for making it to the end of the Little Manx Radio newscast. You are obviously someone with exquisite taste. May I politely suggest you might want to subscribe to this and a wide range of Manx Radio podcasts at your favourite podcast provider, so our best bits will magically appear on your smartphone. Thank you.